The New York Yankees look just about finished. 0. That's the number of times a team has come back from a 3-0 series deficit in the World Series. In the ALCS, however, that's another story. Another downright bad game where New York got outplayed in every aspect. From moment one of this game, I got frustrated watching. Shohei Ohtani is obviously hurt. He suffered the subluxation to his left shoulder, a partial dislocation that's requiring him to keep his arm in a sling during inactivity, so you can tell by his trip. So, as a pitcher, you attack that. There's a weakness there. Exploit it. But Clark Schmidt gives him the 4 easiest takes you will ever see to send him to first on a leadoff walk, and 2 batters later, Freddie Freeman takes him deep. A cutter that's hung right over the plate. Freddie's now homered in his last 5 World Series games dating back to 2021, and instantly the Yankees are down 2-0, barely in time for Fat Joe to get off the field. Let's talk about it again. Aaron Judge looks lost. Tonight he was 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a walk. He's been brutally bad this World Series and most of the postseason as a whole. The Yankees lineup is fundamentally flawed during the regular season for the most part, because there was, some hitters that were streaky, but it was a 2-man show, let's be honest. Juan Soto and Aaron Judge, and that was good enough. I mean, they did win the American League East. However, in October, that doesn't really fly. It has still been the 2-man show, just now Giancarlo Stanton has stepped in as the other guy next to Soto. Yeah, Gleyber had a strong ALDS, Volpe and Rizzo look good in the ALCS, but 2 players out of 9 contributing will not cut it. And that's what causes desperation, like whatever the hell this fiasco was. Volpe hits a ball into left field, and by the time Stanton is touching third, Teoscar Hernandez has the ball, and yet the Yankees' third base coach Luis Rojas waves him around. Now, we all know Stanton runs about as fast as dial-up internet. His sprint looks like an old woman wearing leg warmers speed walking at the mall, and Luis Rojas knows that too. I think it comes down to desperation. The Yankees are literally starving for runs, and this is an opportunity, whether good idea or not, to send the runner and get on the board. And of course, it's a great throw by Teoscar, and Stanton's gunned down. Is the send bad? Yes. Is the Yankees offense also bad enough to where I can at least see where the send is coming from? Also, yes. Walker Buehler, he looked really good tonight. A lot of people questioned if the Dodgers rotation was good enough to win this series. So far, 3 for 3. Flaherty, Yamamoto, and Buehler have all pitched excellently, and the bullpen has also been stellar. They've held the Yankees to 7 runs over 3 games. In the World Series, yeah, that might win you some hardware. By the way, the umping behind the dish tonight was truly awful. I mean, terrible. I want to spend a whole video on that because this game was downright offensive. To have this kind of officiating on the game's biggest stage, it's a travesty. So the Yankees are down 3-0. And like we said, no team has ever completed this comeback in the World Series, and I'm not so sure we'll be seeing history this time either. If there's any saving grace, the Dodgers are going tomorrow with a bullpen game. Now, they tossed 6 relievers tonight, and by now the Yankees should have seen every pitcher the Dodgers have to offer. Of course, the same is true for the other side, but I'm really at a loss. I mean, the Dodgers just are the better team, and they've played like it. They aren't making the dumb mistakes. They're playing great defense. They're executing on offense, and barring an absolute miracle, LA is probably going to be holding the World Series trophy in the matter of days.